It's the Game of the MTG Gathering Show.
Fucked up in a fun way? I don't know. I've only done one draft so far. So far, I've just, gotten my shit kicked, so it's not the best time to ask me if the cube's super fun. Fucked up in a similar way to Vintage Cube, where the power level seems to be as pushed as possible. Just faced, what was that, 4 aggro decks in a row? I only know when I'm smashing face. I mean, sometimes you can have fun when you're losing, and sometimes you can have a bad time when you're winning. But it was just one person getting rolled while the other, they don't have time to get their deck rolling and stuff. That's clearly not ideal, right? Oh, this fucking thing does. Yeah, I like that Gear Hulk card. Might just grab Primal Might. Yeah, I thought that last deck was chalked with sufficient answers, Noon. The issue was I was playing a bunch of fetch lands for the crabs, so I was taking incidental damage off of that. And I underestimated the amount of fast aggro and burn that was in the format. So I wasn't valuing lifelinkers and stuff as much as I maybe should have during the draft portion. And a lot of my answers themselves cost life, which was fine against white aggro, but super not against the 3 red aggro decks I ended up facing. So who knows, right? I might have just gotten a very lopsided view of the format, just based on the archetypes that I faced. Reanimate's sick. Could still just take Reanimate. No, it's not Singleton. There's 3 of each fetch and 2 shocks. There's no way the green-white's good, right? No chance. Crab's probably still good. If I'd taken the Reanimate, I'd be grabbing the crab there. White's actually just not straight up not looking open. Getting some nice green mid-range threats though. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Artex Tableau, thanks for the sub, thanks for 99 months there. Yeah, I don't know what to do with all this. Hello. I'm gonna take Skysovereign. Would have been pretty sick in the games that I saw. But Hostile Investigator, also great, right? Or Scrap Shooter. Can't block him. I don't know about that whole can't block business. Yes, there's 2 of each shock and 3 of each fetch. I don't know. How'd the Oracle deck do? Very poorly. Strix is in here, huh? Vinelasher probably better with all the fetches. What does it take to crew the Worldwagon for? Right, PDT? Apparently that's a bug. Yeah, I feel like 5-mana sweeper is just got to be way too slow for the format. For the games that I saw. Nice last pick scrap shooter there. Oh, Bill's in here, huh? Ocelot Pride, too. Jesus. Not quite enough to get me into white, just because Bill's here, too. Fetch lands just went up dramatically, huh? Alright. Let's see if my always take frog strat is correct in other cubes. So far, I've only done it in Vintage Cube. Glissa seems nutty, but I'm going to take one of these fetches. Green one makes more sense. Is Frog that good? I mean, I splashed for it in Vintage Cube, so I don't know why I wouldn't splash for it here. Not really a pivot. I'm just like literally going to play it. Why not? There's a bunch of good fixing in this cube, right? I think that's correct, Beers. But I'm not 100%. Alright. I think we're going to keep wheeling solid green cards. Let's skip this one. Yeah, I want another Llanowar Elves, but I'm going to take this Mortuary. Not much of a victimized deck, is it? Regrower is interesting in here. I wonder if Commit to Memory is too expensive. Thinking about Jadar. Is Kaido interesting? Things like that, or the Goldmane Hydra here. Probably not the worst. Gonna be a 2-mana 3/3 trample most of the time. Maybe that's just fine, huh? Eight is but a scratch 5. Thinks the sub. Thinks the 5 months. Suppose. Oh no, what did I grab? God damn it. I was just like reading that card. Well, shit, huh? Yeah, I meant to grab that dinosaur thing, try it out. So we need some blue duels in pack 3, so this Tarn isn't completely worthless. Well, that's mostly it, though. Thinking about that Vista. Gilded Goose here isn't crazy. I'm just gonna grab the Vista. We have Vinelasher and Bristly Bill that care about landfall. Tamiyo, huh? Alright. Yeah, I would have taken Watery Grave or Breeding Pool over Tamiyo, but I'd take it over a 4th fetch land. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Chad Shuby thinks the Sob thinks the 73 months. Birds of Paradise. There's Rafine's Tower. Let's grab Birds. Currently just need 3 more cards. Just a chill afternoon, feel better. Hey, thanks, Chad. I definitely feel like I want some kind of a nap soon. But I also want to play some matches. I'm gonna grab some water real quick, like. Oh, I see. So Bitter Blossom plays with like the sack effects and stuff. Could be cool. Helix seems great in this cube from what I've seen. Hey, Misty's on our colors, huh? Pretty nice fetch. Yeah, I gotta grab water. I need something. I remember this card's fucked up. We just never got a blue duel, huh? Unfortunate. I guess we saw one early on, but it was a play tapped one. I mean, I was just supposed to grab it. Oh, I took the birds over it, right? Yeah. Hard to feel too bad about that. Hey, good day to you too, Tybalt. So we get to cut a card or two. Kind of like the Frox, but we're gonna grab those tools. All right, I'll be right back. We'll go pee real quick. Yeah, I can't play this Hall of the Storm Giants because of taking up an island slot. I need that extra island in there, so the Tarn will for sure be able to grab an island every time. So I'm gonna cut this worm. Stalker seems interesting. Looking forward to jamming it. I'm not sure about Poisoner. Oh, this isn't the spider that draws cards when it gets hit or dies or whatever. It's a different spider thing. Still get stats. Domain is you need to have all 5 card types, or 5 lands, right? We're just never going to get that. So we just 3 mana 4/3 with reach and trample. Sultai value. Yeah, it's not quite what this deck is. Sultai mids. Oh, it's just costing less if you have 3 land types, so it'll probably cost like 5 in this deck. It's okay. I might cut Liliana. Might cut this Brawler. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Waddle is King. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 13 months there. I'm feeling a little better. I do kind of want to have a nice lie down. The worst thing is I'm going to like go lie down for 10 minutes and then wish I was streaming again. But I don't want to push myself. The first draft, we'll see how it plays out. Man. All right. Five drops. This looks a little bit better. We are on the draw. be a little bit more interesting if we had 2-drops and such here. You assume correctly, Amrando. We have no blue duels whatsoever. Fetchable blue duels. Well, that's kind of sick, huh? Yeah, I should have fetched the Surveillant turn 1. Kind of forgot that Crossroads came into play untapped if you're on the draw. The Moose has got so much insane value. Like a full-ass Cultivate. Yeah, I almost played a 2-mana 3/3 just to be a 2-mana 3/3. This is my regular stream playlist, not a poke. Glad you're enjoying the stream, Shababa. They basically had a turn 2 prime time this game. They're only at 12. Oh, fun, Shababa. Love Ollie. Let's just go for the win, huh? The defensive play is getting the Mystic there because it's a flyer and I don't have the thing. Nice. Look at us winning a game occasionally. Yeah, so Scalding Tarn is just an island in my deck. A painful island. But I have several landfall cards. So far, running fetches to enable them has been very poor for me. Nice. I was going to crack this for a forest, and I'll crack a clue here. And island by any other name is just as sweet. I don't think that's true. This cost me a life. That's way less sweet. This game appears to be going pretty well. I have an original art by Mike Plug. Not from Magic, but from the film Wizards. Yeah, that's fine. I guess I was supposed to choose green there and then have this go get a Swamp Hum so I could Primal Mage and kill the Brimez. I thought I was going to come and play tapped. I'm just... Yeah, just not on that fucking card. The good news is Brimez making a 1/1 doesn't seem like the end of the world. Rude. It'd be really fun to sack this Worldwagon. Well, at least I don't lose my crit aim. Do I want a Worldwagon in, or do I want a Chariot in, huh? Probably Chariot here. Actually, that doesn't work. Just kidding. Because the critter's a 4/5 now. They're missing blue mana, huh? Seemed like they were operating all right. Saddle up! Oh, yeah. We're going to sag that one. Oh, man. Just 2 stinky lands. All right, opponent. Do you have another point of damage? That'd be pretty bad news for me. Currently, they only have 6, though. Suspicious. A lot of nothing over there. I mean, they only have 2 cards. Saddle up! Ooh. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh boy, a Mux Pearl. Could offspring this, or I could save it to bin to frog. What's at 9? Let's offspring it. Interesting spot, huh? Oh, Evoking's just gonna flip the Avacyn. They maybe should have hit that. If they serve all in, there's a chance I just take it and go to 3 and then like aim to kill him on the crackdown. If I took it all, then they could evoke and flip the Avacyn and just deal me lethal. Probably would have worked. Now I know the 3 damage is coming. I'd make sure to block everything. So Rest of this look good. Oh, I could give something lifelink here. That's kind of sick. It's just supposed to be frog. Might be the Chariot. So how much mana do I got here? Yeah, I don't know if there was lethal in there somewhere. I didn't see it. Obviously. We were one off anyway we slice it. Was that a reference to Nantuko Slicer? I see what you did there, Harold Holmes. I see what you did there. Yeah, if you kick the Slicer, you have one more card to discard, but then that's like one less mana into their Primal or whatever. What is the downside of Duplicators? Sometimes it does steal your... Oh, did it not do anything? Return target creature and opponent controls. Oh, power less than. I didn't have any creatures that were power less than. Oh, fun. That Duplicator was mana less. Yeah, I thought so too. Easy thing to mix up. Kind of worried about this opener. This is the Mortuary and 2 islands. Opponent's on 5. Pardon the yawn. I gotta crack this turn sooner rather than later. There's only one more island in the deck. If I tapped the elf for mana, the elf that died during my upkeep, that's the one you would have tapped for mana. What would you have used the elf mana for? Please, I'm trying to learn. Tapped it for the lifelink, yeah. Well, if I have an extra mana, then I don't need to Primal Frog for lethal, right? Because if I had an extra mana, then I kick the Slicer. And then I can discard one more card to Frog. I almost played the... This card's kind of fucked up, huh? I almost played the Slicer so I could play the Skysovereign and have something to accrue it next turn. Well, everything is terrible. Just a Gonti trigger on every connect. People get off to playing with other people's cards, you swear? I mean, that's why they put them in the cube, right? That's why they keep printing them. Those filthy, filthy other people's cards perverts. For the record, I have not gotten to play this Bristly Bill yet. The graveyard's dog shit because they've only played my cards. This, I guess. And this is attached to the card, so even if I attack and kill this thief, it doesn't do anything for me. But now on attacking, I have to kill the thief, or he'll just get to block, right? Does taking it easy include no song requests? No, it just means that I'm probably going to go take a nap after this draft. That's all that means, Cruzaro. I'm just letting folks know that I'm not going to do a regular full-length stream, that's all. That was a good draw. Sharing is caring. Sharing is indeed caring. Why did they not pump the bill? It's almost like baiting me into hitting the bill here. All right. Hey, Grizzaro, thanks for the $5 donation. This time just started, so I'm just going to play the other player's song request. Das Pop by the game. Or is that inverted? Well, this deck's doing a lot better. Bro. This is just 3 islands, so it's not a hand. This one can get a green-black dual. Sounds sick, Mike. Yeah, Bill and Nissa are still a combo hum. Very fun live setup he's got here. They're like playing in the dark, but then there's oh, they just put Lucha to hand, sure. But then they got like lights, spotlights on him and stuff. Lead singer's wearing like an 80s suit plus sunglasses vibe in a super dark room. So this Foothills is probably going to go grab me a forest now. Then we'll have double green, double black, and double blue. Fun environment. Yeah, I missed a live show a couple days ago, and then I was going to go see The Faint tonight. And I don't think that's happening either. We're in kind of a brutal time to get sick. This is like the last day of the Vintage Cube season. Yeah, if they're playing hard control with a bunch of counters and stuff, that can't be a good matchup for me. Certainly not with this start. No, environment. They were both like $25 shows that didn't sell out, so I'm not like out a ton of money or anything. It's just annoying. A couple bands I was looking forward to seeing. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I am not in the driver's seat here, if y'all couldn't realize that. Opponent's about to flashback deluge. They're well set up to get value. Fun little tune. Oh boy, more lands. At this point, because we have all of our colors, we're just getting green. I think I have that 2-mana enchantment in here, right? You could, like, manifest a bunch. I should double check. Yeah, this thing. There's also the flashback and commit memory. I might be able to play it and flashback in the same turn if I had enough blue mana in play. Maybe I will grab an island. How highly do I value Dissection Tools? I don't even know what card that is. Oh, this thing? I grabbed it kind of like mid-low, which I think is appropriate in this cube. It's like a good card versus the fast red aggro decks, which is the first draft I did. That's like all I played against, so I kind of wanted it in my deck, but obviously it's not a great card in this matchup. One of the downsides of playing best of one, right? If you're gonna play mid range, you kind of just have to hedge your bets. Just gotta hedge your bets and jam. Well, now that every land in my deck is in play. Am I going to see these guys today? I don't think so, Powerline. I think I'm going to be resting tonight. I am sad that I'm missing them, though. You'll let me know how the show was? Oh, thank you. Hey, Spawn. Thanks for the $5. Oh, man. I recognize that riff. Deep somewhere in my subconscious. I think I heard a remix of this. A million billion years ago. Weekend o'clock? That sounds like a pretty great time. You drafted this cube the other day and it went pretty poorly. Yeah, I haven't quite cracked it. my first draft, I had this like tight looking blue black aggro control like kind of combo-y deck, and it just got absolutely rolled by red aggro over and over. And this deck has managed to win a match or two, which is better, but definitely don't feel like I've solved anything yet. Oh yeah, Anvar. Yeah, I've started tracking them, just like old school written down calendar, live shows and what. Look at them collecting their value. Can I just commit this thing? Hey, take care, Mark. Thanks for saying hi. It's a little awkward, huh? Not being able to play the frog and the scream on the same turn here. I don't think you just let them have Luris value, though. That doesn't make sense to me. Songkick helps you keep track. It sends you reminders and stuff. Yeah, every app that I have that buys tickets sends me reminders. That's never an issue. It's mostly just having everything on a sheet, so when I add like new stuff to the schedule, I know I'm not overlapping. That song reminds you of Metric, the last track? Yeah. I can see that for sure. Yeah, you got it. The best song that Genesis never wrote. I never really know what's up with Genesis. Because their sound evolved so much. They're like a classic prog band, right? So that fucking ruled. I guess I let him chump. The issue is if you exile 3 here, use the Green Widow. Put it deep in the tank on this chump. Deep in the tank. I recommend chumping, personally. You, have probably crossed the part where you should just be DMing Einvar. And Crisaro. Oh, that's also a valid line. Yeah, I mean, either just AFK. Yeah, it's closed down. This hand does not spark joy, but I could just rip a swamp or something. Play Pearl too. Nope. It's a little aggressive, but I mean, it's just bad, huh? Like, I'd love it if they gave me a treasure, right? Land. Nice. Hmm. But I did not think about that at all, the Stalker. They're at 9? What is fucking dead? Odd stuff. I kind of felt like they're just clicking through. You've been impressed with Skysovereign so far? Oh yeah, after my first draft, and I saw like how aggressive the cube was, I was like, all right, well, this is just a very good card. The more mid-rangey, the more like big mana the cube is, the worse Skysovereign gets, and then like the more like tight aggressive it gets, the better it gets. So it's just going to be like the best card in like a mid-range cube or an aggro cube, and it's going to be like the worst in a combo or big mana ramp cube. Maybe the worst is the wrong term, but you know, it's going to be a lot less good. Hey, Edric, thanks to the sob, the 14 months. Edric Spymaster of Tress says, I was just watching an old stream where you just, quote, went off on someone who's trying to argue against food stamps because of fraud. Anyway, your response made me want to resub. Hey, thanks, Edric. Yeah, anyone who's like used food stamps or grew up with friends that used them and stuff, yeah, that shit's important. So we could spray some bill counters around. I think I want to put this mortuary this turn. And just hope nothing bad happens to the old Billiam here. Kind of like the wagon, but I'll bin that too. Nice. A lot of people don't realize how much the like welfare and food stamps and such get politicized too. Like the whole concept of the welfare queen was manufactured by politicians to win elections. Just the idea of someone stealing your tax dollars to lazily live. Can't learn. They can't, like, grow up and contribute to society, right? Parents that are hungry can't provide for their kids. Can't go out and, like, find a job when you're starving. So if people are fed, they're way less likely to become homeless. I'm just like, it's just good down the line. Incredible rate of return. And it costs like such a low percentage of what we actually spend our money on. As someone who's used food stamps before, like just having a couple years where I would have been in a real rough spot, and instead, like, I had food security, made such a huge deal in terms of me actually, like, getting back on my feet. So every year I contribute to local food banks and stuff. Hey, Invar, thanks for the song request. Let's see what you want to listen to, huh? Hopefully I can find something to do. I cannot. Yeah, the Vista can find a swamp for me. That's fine. Yeah, everyone's hyper-focused on, like, whether, like, a poor person gets, like, an extra dollar they may or may not need, while corporate welfare is, like, through the roof. And we're signing off tax cuts to fucking billionaires. Doesn't make any sense. The judgment is misplaced. I think I just gotta scrap that fucking copter, huh? I could Murderous Rider the Mikaeus, but I think it's better to just get this copter off the board. Oh, this is a funky little drum beat, huh? $300 a day to keep people in prison, right? Very expensive to keep people in prison. I've never seen this show, but I've heard this sampled so many times. It should not cost $300 a day. Yeah, private prisons are a fucking scam. That's also true. Well, I guess. Does that have Death Touch or anything? So I blocked, they could cash in Mikaeus. I'm kind of cool with that. If that's something they want to do. Yeah, they think that they can just get Mikaeus back next turn, but... Right, Ponder Putty? When you incentivize private prisons as like a so like the capitalist idea is that like, oh, okay, well, they'll be competing with each other and they'll drive costs down, and then the government won't have to administer that. Well, that's just not how it works at all. Instead, you're giving people these like perverse incentives, right? If you make it super profitable to put people in prison, that's going to happen a lot. That's just how our government is set up. People will lobby the government to like pass stricter laws and will become a prison state. People that any rational person won't think should be imprisoned will end up there. God, do we just let him fucking double pump here? Feels really bad. I guess I'll do this. Some prison song by System of a Down. Yeah, I could see that. I've listened to so much King Gizzard that YouTube just always assumes that that's what I want to listen to. Hey, Free Palestine makes the sub, makes it 35 months. Where they didn't unlock the room. Yeah, it costs 6 mana. But I guess that makes more sense than pumping with the Knight, unless they really wanted to hold up mana for something else. Like maybe an answer to the Skysovereign. Maybe they thought that the Knight was going to live. Maybe they missed the death touch on the tools, huh? Sure. Now the question is, do we flash back the memory? I feel like we do. The song is mysterious and important. We're wrapping Severn's references in. Ooh, got them both. Nice. You can always DM somebody, Easy 6. But the stream's over anyway. I'm gonna go take a nap. Sorry about the shorter stream. I apologize. Hey, we got a